Hi, I'm Theodore Smith, CEO and architect of PHP Experts Incorporated. I'm tired of hearing about all these corporations that want to charge exorbitant rates to people who just want to set up their first website. $3,000 for a website with a couple of pages is just way too expensive. So today, I'm going to expose industry secrets. I will show you how to build a website quickly, at minimal cost, and with room to grow as your business expands. Let's begin. The first big secret is that very few corporations that make websites for your average mom and pop store actually make them. In fact, website creation is so cheap in 2015 that you can get very high quality web themes for free. That's right, free. What is happening most of the time, probably 99% of the time, is that these companies are either getting free or very inexpensive themes for maybe $50 to maybe $100 max. And then what they're doing is they're billing you for $1,000 or $2,000. It's outrageous. And so right now, I'm going to show you how to find a free web theme. So even if you decide to hire a contractor or a corporation to build a website, you will be able to get a website that you like pre-built for free. So you just give that to your contractors, watch them squirm, and they probably won't even accept your business after that. Why? Because they will know that you are in the know. And when you're in the know, you can't be scammed. When you can't be scammed, they can't make easy money. So they're going to go to the other fish in the sea. They're going to find themselves a big well, and hopefully that big well will no longer be you. So first, you go to Google. It's very simple. You type in HTML5 theme free. There are literally hundreds of free template sites. Usually, I like this HTML5 up responsive themes. It's made by a startup company that just started a couple years ago, and all their themes are pretty high quality. If you use this website, I can almost guarantee from my experience using dozens of their themes that you won't find any bad code. It will actually be better than if you had an Indian code a site from scratch, because these guys know what they're doing. And anyway, you won't get penalized by Google for sloppy web coding, and I mean, it's free, so how can you go wrong? So for this one, I'm just going to pick the first one that pops up, the Future Impact, Future Imperfect. So you can see what the site will look like this. This seems great. I'm going to do it. So it looks like 760 people have visited this, have downloaded this theme. 760 is nothing. The chances are that only one or two people have ever even implemented this site. And even if they have, it's pretty trivial to change a color here, color there, maybe change a font or two, and voila, you'll have a unique website for maybe, like 1 or 2 hours of work, where a web designer crew would easily bill you 40 to 60 hours for literally downloading this form themselves and then going, oh, we created this beautiful website for you. We had 6 guys slave away over the weekend, and we value you so much. See, I hear that all the time, and I'm wise to it, and they don't like that when you're wise to their scams. So let's download this. It's a zip file. If you look, it has its HTML page, its CSS. The good ones even include fonts like this one. That's actually pretty cool. Your JavaScript, and if you ever have a real pro, it's the programming CSS called Sass. But you probably won't ever need to use that. I wouldn't really worry about that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a folder on our website. I mean, on our computer. So the name of our website is going to be the name of my Colombian corporation, Univos. Univos. It means one voice. Univos.co. So just create a directory with the name of your website. Open up the files from your free template and extract them. Now, most of the free ones will have a license. You need to carefully read this license in order to make sure that it's a bona fide one. This one is the Creative Commons Attribution License. That is a really nice license. That means you can use it commercially. You don't necessarily have to share it, your work, unless you're selling this or giving it to clients or like even your family members. If you ever give this to somebody, then you'll have to open source basically your entire template, even if you made a lot of changes to it. So it's important with most of these open source licenses not to share your stuff. And just keep it on your own website. So show them how to download the theme, and then you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, this will work great for us. Sometimes you get a GPL version 3 templates. You need to stay away from GPL version 3 because that can actually corrupt. That can, as they say in the legal terms, it can. It's viral. It means that if you do a lot of work on the website, then even if you create, say, like a tax calculator or the ability to browse products, if you build it on a GPL version 3 and sometimes GPL version 2 website, then that means that your other code, even if it's not related to the theme, is also GPL'd. If you don't believe me, research WordPress and themes in GPL, and you will see that people that did not heed this advice years ago, they thought they had made a very good business decision in making these awesome themes. I mean, I know a very professional guy that spent thousands of hours making the best, the #1 rated WordPress theme. I mean, it's almost like a completely different thing than WordPress. He overwrote a whole bunch of it, and he was selling it for $100, and he was making a good living because literally millions of people were buying it from him. And then he got the banhammer. These fanatics that want everything, every piece of software to be free, saw that he was using GPL code from WordPress, and they said, no, senor, no mas. And they sued him, and then he had to actually give it away for free. The worst license that you must absolutely stay away from is the APL, the Affero public license, made by the same organization that created the GPL. If you have an Affero licensed web theme, your entire work has to be open source, even if you don't literally share the source code with somebody. That means, like, say you have some great idea and you create it using an Affero theme, they can literally sue you. Fanatical organizations like the Software Liberty Foundation can literally sue your company, and you either have to get a new theme incredibly quickly, or they'll say that every single piece of code on your website should be free and distributed by you to anyone that asks anywhere in the world. I know it's nuts. I don't even know why people write this stuff for the Affero and GPL licenses unless they're either like, no one writes Affero licensed stuff unless they're sort of communistic fanatics, really. Because it's not really well known. So if they choose it, just watch out. That's one of the big things to look out for. Alright, so once we copy it into our folder, if you don't have a web server and you're just like a mom and pop, then you're just going to want to browse to it directly. Like, see, my folder is cwamp univos.co, so I'm just going to browse there directly. And then you click the index.php, and voila! I just showed you how to save usually about $1,500 to $3,000 in in initial expenses on a project. So stay tuned to part 2, and I'm going to show you how you can get cheap and affordable hosting. Thank you.